AMT sequencer. After importing the SCL file, the min repitation and max repitation columns are separated in the Goose Setting tab. When the actual voltage and current values are enabled, if you open Vector View and place type on orange, the values in the Vector View section are updated in the report. When the names of the state are changed, these changes can be seen in the Ignore Before and Ignore After columns in the Measurement View window. By enabling the trigger value and going from the Analog Output tab to Trigger and vice versa, the value attributed to each binary remains constant. By right-clicking on Vector View and selecting Power and changing the type to orange and moving cursor, the real and imaginary values in the table will change. For current group B, the symmetrical option is created in Vector View. Values of link to extrio, remove link, go to link value are connected in trigger logic minimum time and delay after binary trigger fields. After enabling binary outputs, the related options are added in the start and stop columns. One of the applications of this option is in testing the key performance time by AC voltage method. There the user must enter the time of bin out. Using these options can make time easier to calculate. The 3V0 option in Measurement View is added in the Ramp Assessment tab. In right-clicking on some fields in Device Setting, new options are added. Change the binary outputs to table form in Detail View and Table View. In all rooms, the device fan activation icon is placed on the toolbar. In the past, to activate the device fan, you had to go to the Setting page, the Hardware tab of Fan Mode section. If the fan is active, the color is red, and if it is inactive, it's blue. It should be noted that if you are not connected to the device, this icon is disabled. This version of service is removed and a menu called Socket Status is created at the top of each page. For this purpose, in Setting and in the Room tab, a field called Connected Port is created in the Communication Mode section. There is also no longer AMPro service in the Services tab in the Windows Task Manager. AMT transducer and meter. Voltage and current values active, reactive power, and energy for online meter testing are displayed online. Run a var-hour function test online correctly. In some functions, such as phase V to V, phase I to I, DC current, etc., the number of phases section should not be enabled. By selecting the phase V to I function, the field values in Advanced View are displayed correctly by selecting points. By enabling the LL voltage function, the generator settings section is corrected. Power factor correction negative gradient value is created for all functions, even in symmetrical mode. A new option is created in Settings called Settle Time. The time of this option is at the beginning of fault, and during this time the voltage and current are injected, but no calculation is done. If you select one of the functions of Watt-hour or var-hour from the Transducer Properties page and put input on Read from Binary mode, the test points are changed in the Test Point section. In the Power Factor test, Advanced View, Generator Settings, and Power Factor Sign sections are corrected. In the x-axis diagram, it represents the angle, and this angle is obtained from the algebraic sum of voltage and current angles. If it is pre-phase, The current waveform is ahead of the voltage, and if it is after phase, the voltage waveform is ahead of the current. Current transformer. If you place Apply Standard on any of the standards and save, then open a file, you will see the selected standard in the Test Object tab. After clicking on Init Test, in the Excitation Test tab, all charts are shown correctly. The problem of changing the status to manual past save files, that conversion ratio test of it is passed, is fixed. In the turns ratio from current test, if the actual current value has a 20% difference with the current value entered in field iTest, a message is displayed to the user that by clicking the OK button, the test results will not be erased. Transformer. In the Vector Group Turns Ratio and No Load tab, a column is added in the table that's shown an unloaded current in terms of a percentage of the nominal current. In Leakage Reactance, the Consider HV LV is equal option is created. After enabling this option, the amount of impedance calculated for primary and secondary is specified in the Results section.